Hey guys, I have a pretty significant upgrade that I've done to my whole setup, and yeah, I think you'll like it. Basically, I'm not using a laptop anymore. I'm using a desktop with a full quad-core CPU, Core 2 Quad Q8200, the GTX 560 Winfast edition, which runs really cool, and 8 gig of RAM. Half of it is G-Skill. My hard drive, let's just not talk about that because I'm going to upgrade it soon anyway. Alright. Now, time to get into it. Well guys, this is how we're going to start off this video. Some quick shots of the PC itself, as well as my monitor setup and speaker setup, which really haven't changed a lot, but you'll notice the desk is a lot tidier. And we've got the LeadTech GTX 560 Winfast 1GB GDDR5 edition, which cools really well, as I've said before. And this case is a Cyclone case that I don't quite know the model number of, but regardless, so I like this case. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. Now I'm going ahead and showing you the performance of this card through something called MSI Combustor, which is a benchmarking app released by the same people who made MSI Afterburner, and well, they make the MSI graphics cards and so on and so forth. And you see we're getting a solid, what would you say that is, 50 FPS average? Alright, we'll just let this run. Now we've come in with a score of 3,210 points, or 53 FPS, on the MSI Combustor Lakes of Titan application, or benchmark, with the GTX 560. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and start up and overclock. We've come in with a score of 3,210 points, or 53 FPS, on the MSI Combustor Lakes of Titan application, or benchmark, with the GTX 560. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and start up and overclock the card. At the base scores or specs that we're going to run this at. Now let's just go and put this up to this overclock. Bring this up a little bit and bring these down a bit because we don't need to do that. As you can hear, the fans are ramping up. Alright, benchmark. As you see now, this card is a fantastic overclocker. Sorry for the focus. As when we come back down to this portion of it, we've gone from about 62 at max to almost in the 70s, well 50 really, to almost in the 70s, which is, I think, is quite impressive. Alright, as you can see, we're only using 204 megabytes of video RAM, and yeah, I'll be back once this test is finished. We have gone from a score of around 3,200 to almost 3,700 in the points, which is absolutely insane for the small amount of overclocking I did of this card. We've bumped ourselves up from about 50-ish, I can't remember what it was now, but you guys will see in the video, to 61. Alright, now for some gameplay. Alright, we're just going to jump straight into Far Cry 4, a reasonably next-gen title, to test how it runs on my new computer. We'll just give it a minute. Go F3, go into the settings, I'll just take this up a bit. The graphics quality. Now, as you can see, this is a mixture of low, medium, ultra, so general about medium, I'd say. Settings, and now I'll show you the performance of the game, in-game, or the in-game performance. Just give it a moment to load. It's Far Cry 4. Takes a bit to load even on a 7200 RPM hard drive. I'm sorry if the computer's a bit loud, but I had to rest it against the computer to, or the tower to get the iPad to sit up at the right spot. Alright, now we're inside, we're sitting at about 50 to minimum of 38. Now we'll go ahead and go out into the world. And instantly I haven't really seen a drop. I bet we will as soon as we start doing something intensive. Alright, we're seeing about 45 FPS at these settings. Keeping in mind the card is still overclocked. Okay, we're not going into that vehicle. Find a vehicle here, decent one. Oh, here we go. We'll pick a fight with an elephant. That should kick it up. We'll kick it down. Oh no, it's not. Man, these... As you can see, elephants are very good at killing you. Yeah, they kill you very fast. Alright, let's just jump into another game, Battlefield Bad Company 2. Alright, here we are in Battlefield Bad Company 2. I'll just show you the settings. Now, as you can see, we're sitting at the highest this game can go. Like, if I click on here, it only goes up to high. And, we just got a text. Alright. And we are sitting at a solid 60 FPS. Alright, let's just jump into a firefight. Not dropping significantly. We're seeing a very, very smooth 60 FPS. And if we go ahead and turn off VSync, then we're seeing the same, which is odd. And if we look down, we're getting 90. Anyway, let's just go ahead and turn VSync back on so we don't get any of that tearing. Sorry, I'm terrible at this game at the moment. I haven't played it for a long time. Alright. Well, I just died, but you get the idea. Battlefield Bad Company 2 runs at a very playable 60 FPS without dropping. At absolute high settings. Alright, let's jump into Skyrim. Alright, we have Skyrim here, and let's just hit the Ultra preset. Click OK, and press play. And see what we get. Still keeping in mind this card is overclocked. Alright, 3, 2, 1, and run the game. Okay, so immediately we're seeing frame rates at, well, we're looking over here in the 60s, when we look over here, it does drop down, but only to 40. And yeah, so it's very playable at ultra settings. It's barely dropping. I wish I could find a dragon to show you a fight with that, but anyway, let's just pick a fight with some people that, I don't know, are they going to show up over here? Apparently not. Okay. Generally people show up right there. Alright, let's hit something to initiate a fight. There, perfect, the guard. Ah, come on. I'm terrible at this. Okay, so I've just initiated a fight, and we're still seeing basically the same frame rates. Alright, I'm going to turn on God mode so I don't just die right here. And now I'm going to show you, we'll try a shout. We'll use First Rotar, or Unrelenting Force as that's called. Alright. And as you see, the frame rate only dipped to about 50. Now we'll go ahead and do something a bit more intensive. Let's set up a blizzard. And just holding the blizzard there will drop down a bit. And even in the middle of this blizzard, we're only dropping down to 40 FPS lowest, maybe 39. So it's running perfectly fine. Alright. So that has been gaming results. Now I'm going to give you some news. Alright, so I'm actually recording the next day. I hope you like some of the footage I gave you, the performance tests for this machine, but I'm going to be doing an upgrade. I'm going to be getting a GTX 760 OC Edition Winfast 3X. I'm getting the 3X because of how cool it runs. Because it'll be a newer card, which means it's bound to run a bit hotter, but with the extra cooling it should run about the same as this current card, the 560. So yeah, also I'll be getting a new hard drive, and eventually I'll be upgrading to triple displays. Triple displays, all the same for gaming, just because, and that's the reason I'm going with the 760, just because it'll give me solid performance over 3 displays instead of lagging out. So yeah, because as you saw in Far Cry 4, I was on pretty low-ish settings, and it was running at about 40, 30. Yeah, and imagine that resolution times 3, it wouldn't handle it. But the 760 would. So that's why I'm going with that. And the hard drive I'm getting is a 1 terabyte. I don't know, it's a Western Digital 1 terabyte something. Anyway, it might be a black drive, might be a green drive. Doesn't really matter in my eyes. Just need more space so I can, well, produce content like this for you guys. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next video.